BMW down nearly 15%, Mercedes-Benz down 16%. How did this happen?
These once renowned European cars are on death row. Once symbols of luxury and performance, they're now collecting dust in showrooms. But why is nobody buying them? Are high prices to blame? Shifting consumer tastes? Or have rivals simply outclass them? We investigate the shocking truth behind Europe's most endangered cars and why they are about to disappear forever. Let's begin. Number 7. Volkswagen ID.4.
Volkswagen's historic move to consider factory closures in Germany for the first time in 87-year history.
Volkswagen has been stumbling ever since the 2015 Dieselgate scandal. You know, when they got caught cheating EU's strict emissions tests by using illegal software. This ended up costing the German automaker a staggering $33.3 billion in fines, buybacks, and legal fallout. Now, even their newer electric models, meant to be the fresh start, are struggling. Take the ID.4, for example. Sales plummeted by 55% in 2024 after production halted due to faulty door handles. And things could get even worse with looming Trump's import tariffs. Since most of Volkswagen's US models come from Mexico, higher tariffs could affect their sales further. But it's not just bad luck. Quality issues are piling up. Owners complain about glitchy software, constant warning lights, and multiple recalls. In What Car's latest reliability survey, the ID.4 ranked a dismal 13th out of 16 electric SUVs, hardly a confidence booster for potential buyers. Moreover, the automaker's decision to axe the 2025 ID.4 base model won't boost sales. Now, starting with the ID.4 Pro at $45,000 for rear-wheel drive and $49,000 for all-wheel drive, the 2025 ID.4 is $5,000 pricier than its 2024 counterpart, making it a tougher sell in a competitive market. Coming up next, the surprising downfall of a solid, compact luxury crossover that fails to earn buyers' trust because of the automaker's name it carries. Number 6. Alfa Romeo Stelvio. Those who are loyal fans of Alfa Romeo argue that Stelvio is one of the coolest SUVs money can buy. After all, it stands out in the compact luxury SUV segment with its distinctive Italian design and engaging driving dynamics. Powered by a 280 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder engine paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, the Stelvio delivers responsive performance and agile handling that few competitors can match. So why did only 1,447 people in America buy a Stelvio in 2024? That's a deeply concerning 47% decline from 2023. Here's the problem. Alfa Romeo can't shake its reputation for being, well, kind of a disaster in recent years. Online forums are flooded with horror stories of owners reporting persistent problems, ranging from electrical glitches to transmission issues. These quality concerns, combined with high maintenance costs and inconsistent dealer service, have eroded consumer confidence. And now Stellantis, Alfa's parent company, seems to be giving up. They just killed the awesome Quadrifoglio performance models. You know, the ones people actually got excited about. So with Alfa Romeo's global sales collapsing 14.59% to just 60,000 units in 2024, the writing might be on the wall. Up next is a car that sold fewer units than the number in its own name. Number 5. Fiat 500e. At first glance, you might think the tiny sales numbers of Fiat 500e mean it's some exclusive limited edition model. But here's the truth. They've only moved 439 units in America since launch because nobody wants the thing. That's not exclusivity, that's complete rejection. And can you blame buyers? The 500e gives you just 149 miles of range, yet costs $32,500. Meanwhile, that same money gets you a Hyundai Kona Electric with 261 miles of range and actual usable space. The math isn't complicated. The Fiat isn't just competitive enough. Now, Stellantis' response to this market rejection reveals strategic uncertainty. As per the latest news, Stellantis has paused the production of 500e for now. More shockingly, the company has recently announced a $110 million investment to develop a gas-powered hybrid version of the 500, effectively walking back its electric-only commitment for this model line. This pivot obviously suggests recognition of the current 500e's commercial failure, while attempting to salvage the nameplate through more conventional powertrain technology. One could argue that the European models we've covered so far deserve to go extinct, but the sales decline of the next ones is nothing short of shocking. Number 4. Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV. On paper, the EQS SUV checks all the boxes for a premium electric vehicle: a whisper-quiet cabin, cutting-edge tech, and up to 323 miles of range in its base form. Step up to the EQS 584 Matic, and you get a staggering 536 horsepower and 633 pound-feet of torque, wrapped in Mercedes' signature plush ride and impeccable interior craftsmanship. Yet despite these credentials, the EQS SUV is struggling badly. U.S. sales collapsed by 52% in 2024, with the entire EQS lineup, sedan and SUV, moving just 6,963 units, down from 14,449 in 2023. So, what's going wrong? First is the brutal depreciation of the EQS lineup. According to IC Cars, the EQS loses 48.7% of its value in just 1 year, a $65,000 nosedive on average. That makes it one of the fastest depreciating cars out there. Then there's the eye-watering price tag. The base EQS 450 Plus starts at $106,400, while the top Tier 4 Matic Pinnacle soars to $134,900. This is just way too much money for a vehicle that will lose half its value in just 1 year. With Mercedes already axing the EQS sedan in favor of a new S-Class EV, the SUV's future looks shaky. If sales don't rebound soon, this could be yet another high-end EV that quietly disappears. Before we reveal the final 3 car models, make sure to leave a like and share your thoughts on the situation below. Number 3. Jaguar F-Pace. The 2025 Jaguar F-Pace arrived with much hype given that absolutely nothing changed. Jaguar didn't bother tweaking the stiff ride, transmission problems, or the questionable reliability that has long plagued this SUV. Under the hood, choices remain a 246 horsepower Turbo 4 or a 395 horsepower turbocharged inline-6 with mild hybrid assist. Decent specs, but hardly enough to stand out in a crowd of sharper rivals like the BMW X3 and Porsche Macan. And that's the problem. The F-Pace starts at $58,300, yet it's outclassed in nearly every way. The X3 offers better refinement for less money, while the Macan delivers superior handling. Even Jaguar's own infotainment system feels outdated compared to competitors, with a clunky interface that frustrates owners. Sales tell the real story. Jaguar moved just 13,528 vehicles in the US in 2024, and the F-Pace's demand has flatlined. With no updates planned and no 2026 model year in the works, this SUV is effectively dead. And it's not just the F-Pace though. Jaguar has already killed off nearly its entire lineup. The E-Pace, I-Pace, XE, XF, and F-Type are all gone. The brand is betting everything on an all-electric future, but experts warn this shift could cost them 85% of their potential customers. Number 2, Volkswagen Taos. The Volkswagen Taos finds itself in a tough spot these days. Consumer Reports recently placed Volkswagen 25th out of 30 automakers for reliability, with the Taos singled out as particularly problematic due to its drivetrain and electronics issues. So much so that Consumer Reports gave it a title of second least reliable vehicle of 2024, as many owners have specifically pointed out how the 5-seat compact SUV may require frequent and expensive repairs. These quality concerns have clearly impacted sales, with just 32,461 units sold in 2024. Volkswagen has taken notice, introducing a significant refresh for 2025 that specifically targets the much-criticized AWD model's transmission behavior. It's a necessary step, but perhaps a late one given the damage to the Taos reputation. But there's another issue causing a rapid decline in sales. Many believe that Taos costs way too much for what it is. Sure, it starts at $26,400, but good luck finding one under $36,000 once you add any real features. Meanwhile, Honda HR-V's top trim costs less than $31,000, and the Kia Seltos is at less than $33,000. Only the Ford Bronco Sport commands a higher price in this category, leaving value-conscious buyers with plenty of alternatives under $30,000. Unless Volkswagen can demonstrate meaningful improvements in both reliability and value proposition, the Taos risks becoming irrelevant in an increasingly crowded and competitive market. The 2025 refresh represents a second chance, but in today's competitive landscape, consumers may not be willing to give the Taos another look. Number 1, BMW X4. When the X4 first arrived in 2014, it turned heads, BMW's answer to buyers who wanted the X6's swoopy coupe SUV styling in a smaller, more affordable package. But a decade later, the X4 is quietly bowing out after the 2025 model year. And frankly, few will notice it's gone. The numbers tell the story. Global sales plummeted to just 50,000 units in 2023, with US demand collapsing from 7,559 in 2022 to a mere 2,805 in 2023 in 2024. That's not just a dip, it's a death spiral. Critics have long argued the X4 suffers from an identity crisis. Too compromised to be a proper SUV, yet not sporty enough to justify its coupe-like sacrifices. The sloping roof butchers cargo space, rear headroom is tight, and the driving experience never quite lives up to BMW's ultimate driving machine promise. In an era where buyers want either true utility or thrilling performance, the X4's half-measure approach feels outdated. Even BMW loyalists F-Pace.d it in favor of the more practical X3 or the sharper driving X5. So it goes without saying that the X4 was always a niche product, and now that niche has disappeared. BMW won't mourn its passing, and neither will customers. The market has moved on. We hope you enjoyed this video. Tap the screen for more content like this. See you in the next one.